Questions, how yapping alert? So, I've had this on my mind for a while and I genuinely don't know where I stand, so I want to hear your opinions. What do you think about master studies when posted publicly? For anyone who doesn't know, a master study is when an artist recreates another artist's work to study things like color, lighting, composition, fundamentals. Personally, I think master studies and even tracing are totally fine. That's literally how artists learn. But when you post them publicly to build the following, the way you credit and present them matters a lot. The thing is, I came across a creator named Gaki Becca. They have a decent following on TikTok and YouTube. The first piece I saw them was an Aska artwork, and I was honestly really impressed. At first, I genuinely thought they were the original artist, but then I checked their page and saw a lot of works in very different styles, and I remember thinking, how is one person able to switch styles like this? Only later, after clicking more on the captions, I realized these were master studies of other artists' work. They do mention it, but it's easy to miss if you're just scrolling. My issue isn't the master studies themselves, it's the crediting. Most of the time, the original artist is only named in the caption or comments, not very noticeable, and most people don't really read captions closely. A lot of people in comments say, "Your art is amazing. I love your style," because they genuinely think it's original. And I know, you can't control your audience. Some people do correct others in the comments, which is good, but it still makes me wonder, why not put the original artist name and the original artwork directly in the video? Many other artists do that, and it feels so much more respectful. Another thing that made me pause, from what I've seen, they color pick directly from the original, they mention that themselves, and replicate very closely without showing construction or breakdown. It makes me wonder, is this still a study to learn, or has it become a way to build a channel? Especially since many of these works come from Japanese artists, where copyright culture is quite strict. I privately reached out to a few original artists whose works were involved to understand how they feel. Most of them had mixed feelings. They weren't fully comfortable with their work being used in very close 1.1 studies, especially when posted publicly and used in a way that can gain a lot of attention, sometimes even more than the original artwork itself, made the original artist feel almost invisible in the process. Some weren't sure how to feel about it, and a few mentioned they hadn't given permission, which made the situation feel even more complicated. At the same time, they did appreciate that people could still trace the work back to the original artist. So yeah, maybe I'm overthinking. I'm only speaking from what's publicly visible, so I might be missing context here. I'm not here to cancel anyone, and I do think they have talent. And recently I've noticed our original work being posted as well, which is great to see. If that's the direction they're moving toward, I think that's really exciting. Because at the end of the day, I'd love to see more of their own style and ideas alongside the studies. They're very good at it. That feels fair to everyone, both to the original artists and to their own growth. So, what do you think? Is this okay? Or is it kind of questionable? What would you do if this happened to your art? Let me know your thoughts. And thankful watching. Hello, 1 2 3 1 2 3.